Hello there, and welcome back to ADcraft. Today I'm back on AD's adventure, and we are hitting episode 17. And this is going to be another great episode, I'm hoping. Over my shoulder here you can see the windmill that I built in the previous episode, and first thing I need to do is sort out some more of the wheat to go around that so it looks properly terraformed. But the base is really coming together now we've added the paths. Before any of that, however, you will notice in my hand I have here this name tag, and that is because I have the first of the names of my doggos that I've got from the audience. So thank you very, very much for doing that. And I now head down here. The first name, as we come through to my anvil here, is from Susie Naveau. Thank you very much for the name, I love it. It's Snuffler. So I am going to get that one for the one closest to the bed. There we go. One of my levels is gone, but on the plus side we get a fantastic doggo name. So yeah, do keep them coming because I have got lots of doggos there. And there we go, Snuffler. Welcome. Good boy, good boy. Haven't actually got any steak on me, but I'll make sure I give him some food and feed him in a second. But yeah, as I mentioned, the first thing that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing adding some more of the wheat fields around this. Now that the wheat's grown, I can harvest up some of the grain and also harvest up some of the seeds. So yeah, I will get back to you when that is done. I've now spent some time just planting up and replanting this lovely field of wheat that we've got around here. I might expand it again in the future, but actually you'd be surprised how long it actually takes for this stuff to grow, and also how few seeds it does give relatively to it. So once this is all grown, then obviously I can expand it a bit more. But yeah, really liking how this is done. I feel it's finished around this windmill now. There's still a couple of good areas for us to be building in, and that's without even going on to this little extra bit here. So yeah, really happy with how that's gone. Also done a bit of AFKing around the sheep farm, so if I do have any requirement for any wool, I have got that ready and available for me whenever I need, really. So what I'm looking for is, I've lost a few over the course of time of my scaffolding. I'm going to head into the villager trading hall to pick up the rest of a stack of golden carrots, and then I am going to go off in the one direction that I haven't been off. So last time I went exploring, it was that way. Over this way is the last direction that I've been, because I went out that way before and came back this way. So what I will do is I will pick up some carrots. Looks like it's about to turn nighttime soon, so I'll sleep through the night, and then I'll head off adventuring in this direction and come back to you if I find anything exciting. I've come about 2,500 blocks from that direction, and the first slightly interesting thing that we've got here as we look here is another jungle and a little village over here. So yeah, I'm going to raid this village, see if there's anything exciting there, and cut that in if there is, but probably not. Basically we've got another 2,500 blocks this direction that we're going to keep going, so onwards and upwards. Well, just beyond the village, which was there, as I was looking around to see if there were any houses that I'd missed, I found this ruined portal, which is good. So let's head up here and see what's in the chest. Absolutely nothing useful at all apart from a single piece of obsidian. That's terrible. Right, okay, so I think we can get this gold block and not kill ourselves on that magma block, but yeah, this gold block is by far the thing that we need more than anything else. And where's it fallen? Did I pick it up? I did. I think there's potentially more gold blocks around here, but can't see any on show. So yeah, on to the next exciting thing. Hopefully there'll be something good just around the next corner as well. And over here you can see we have the green feathered pesky bird going for a little wash in the river, our first parrot. And there's another one right there. Much prefer the colour of these ones, to be honest. Like, I think these ones are based on a macaw, but yeah, I'm not going to go and tame any of these at the moment, but it's good to know that we have the jungle here to get one if I ever need a parrot. In the middle of this jungle, I almost fell into this significant hole, and yeah, there's a skeleton there. Let's take aim and get rid of him if we can. Where's he gone? Has he fallen off? Yeah, there he is. Off he goes. But yeah, this is actually quite a nice looking little bit of rendering with, yeah, I'll need to sleep now as well. But I just thought I'd show it to you because actually I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and it's quite a nice place potentially later in the season to put in a little base or something around here. So if we want to do a cave base or a jungle base, it's a good place to start. So off we go, and nothing more than lots and lots of jungle so far. Now, jungles always take quite a while to traverse, so it's taken me quite a long time to actually get through this this mass of just leaves everywhere. What we've come out to is a savanna, and this means that we've got lots and lots of acacia. So I might, because we've been using quite a bit of this, it looks like there might be some form of a desert over there. But yeah, I might take a couple of stacks of this acacia back, just because it's easier to pick up from here where there's loads and loads of it than it is to just keep planting up trees. So yeah, acacia, savanna, another biome, and we keep going. It's only 3,500 blocks out, so another 1,500 to go this way. Over here we have something very, very exciting. We have sunflowers, and these are the last of the 2 tall flowers that I did not have. I've been checking all of the wandering traders to see if I could get a trade for them, but actually getting these is really, really good for getting basically an infinite supply of yellow dye, because we've got pretty much as much bone meal as we could ever want from the poppies that come out of our iron farm. And now we've got all of these sunflowers that as soon as we bone meal them, will drop more and more sunflowers. So yeah, all good. I will take a good chunk of these back with me, even though you really only need one, but why not just carry a few? It's all going to take up the same number of inventory slots, isn't it, until the bundle comes along. So yeah, that is really, really useful because these can be quite tricky to find. So that, yeah, directly walked straight over them. Well, I just found this desert temple, but when I went down there, there are a whole bunch of creepers that have spawned in there. So let's get rid of these guys before I head down. I'm not going to drop down anyway. There is a staircase just down here. I killed one before anyway. I walked around this corner, heard a sizzle, and yeah, there's loads of them. Look at this. Not gonna be blown up, not by you, not by anyone. So let's go and take out this last one. At least, I hope it's the last one. And yeah, lots of little hidey holes in here for creepers to spawn. Not ideal, especially when there's lots and lots of TNT around as well underneath. So yeah, I'll mine down this, and again, we'll show you if there's anything exciting down there. Ooh, gapple. Don't need the sandstone, don't need the terracotta, don't need the gunpowder. More gapples. But not an enchanted one yet, unfortunately. And emeralds and iron. Things that I don't need, but I will definitely take the TNT, because TNT is always useful. Now this is definitely a find. So I believe that this is a deep frozen ocean, if I just check F3. So yeah, really, really useful to actually have this. Yeah, cold ocean, deep frozen ocean, yep, with loads and loads of blue ice all around, and also packed ice. And it goes on for what seems like quite some time as well. So this will be really, really good for farming up all of the ice that we need. Kind of means that we almost don't need to do an ice farm because we've got this. That, I mean, just that, if you consider just for a single player world, the amount of stuff, the amount of ice that's just in that one iceberg there is just ridiculous. So that's really good. And then you've got all these pockets of blue ice as well. He's got a fishing rod, is that a fishing rod down there? Let's have a look at him. Or is it a trident? He's got a fishing rod. Random. How bizarre. I am looking for ones that do still have some tridents, because I need that in order to take on the ocean monuments that we found. But don't seem to be any around here, so let's just dispatch these guys and get rid of them and get back up to the surface and carry on, because we're still not really much further out. We've still got a bit of travel to go, so yeah, I'll head out in this direction, but really happy with this. Oh, just look at all that blue ice. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, I feel like I'm a magnet for these things. Would you believe it? We've got a ocean monument, which they do quite often like to spawn in these deep frozen ocean biomes. But yeah, we've got an ocean monument down there. So actually, with all of this ice around, it might be worth this one being the one that we do the very first Guardian farm, just because I can be almost AFK and around the area farming up the ice whilst the Guardian drops drop in. So yeah, one of these again. Time for a screenshot, and on we go. I just had to come back to you because this goes on almost forever. I mean, you can see the amount of ice on here. I've just come around the corner and there's another massive section here. It looks like there's a polar bear over there, so hope he's not got any cubs. But yeah, this is just more ice in one place than I've ever seen in a Minecraft world, to be honest, so impressive. Well, here we are, just over 5,000 blocks out. Nothing extra exciting past this ice. Just a nasty, horrible swamp there. So I'm going to head over here, set up my bed for the night time, have a little sleep, and then head all the way back that way, avoiding all of the polar bears with cubs. Now, I've never seen anything like this before. Watch this. Basically, the ice seems to be freezing as fast as I can mine it. Now that looks like a significant glitch, but if all the ice is actually going down there, then yeah, there's a great way to get ice without needing to move anywhere. But yeah, random that is. That's how strange. Over at the base, I've been clearing some more areas of some trees and doing a bit more of the terra shaping and terraforming. Now, the reason for that is I am going to try something now that I have never done before. And that is, I am going to carry on this fantasy theme, but with a house that's diagonal. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. So I'm going to go for something that's kind of diagonally facing in this direction, or try to at least. And I have planned out some of this, so yeah, now it's a case of trying to get this to fit in this gap. The aim will be at some point as well that behind this house I am going to have a little bridge going across there. So I'm going to be building a couple of fancy bridges to connect this fancy area up to some of the other areas as well. So yeah, need to go and gather some of the materials now, and then I will kick off a bit of a time lapse of building a diagonal house. So we now have the first ever diagonal on an angle house that I've ever built, and the first one in AD's Adventure. And I'm pretty happy. Oh, nearly fell off my scaffolding there. Pretty happy with how that's turned out. The roof was an absolute nightmare, to be honest. due to the nature of the build and with these bits sticking out as well, then I'm happy with how it's turned out, but I don't think I could have got a better result really with these pillars here on the side. And yeah, overall it adds something to the area. Definitely really happy with that. And I've also added a little pond here just because really, and put some warped blocks in the bottom. What I might actually do is either change those out for some shroom lights or some of the nice soulfire lanterns now that they can be waterlogged. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, I've also done the path up from the windmill, and with all of the grain that's been planted here, it's looking really good. Now, one question that I've got for you all is, I've got some of these scarecrows with obviously the lanterns that they're holding. What I've done with another couple of them is switched them out for jack-o'-lanterns, and just wondering which ones you think look better, whether you think with the glowy face. I like the glowy face and the glowy head when it's dark, but not so sure about it in the daytime, where I prefer these ones because they've got a bit more contrast to them. So yeah, I'd like your feedback on that. That would be really good. But yeah, this whole area, I'm really loving how this is coming together. Got some builds, or a build that I need to do on this kind of an area. Obviously then we'll be expanding out that way onto the rest of the island. But yeah, I've got some ideas for going out that way, which will be quite exciting, hopefully for the future episodes. But now let's take a look. I'll pick up all of my my lovely scaffolding here. Let's take a look inside this place. So it's quite overgrown. I decided to make it quite bushy around the outside, and we've got lots of hidden lighting underneath. And as we come in, what I've got here is I've just traded with the villagers and got myself a spare set of armor, because it's always good to have that around. And just got some little decoration here, and I quite liked this kind of staircase with the bookcase around as well. So we've got a little table area here. As we come upstairs, for the first time in one of the builds here, I've done a little kitchen area. So we've got a couple of smokers, good for cooking up food, and then just some barrels, and then a little table area, some storage, and this I quite like up here. Because this is slabs, I've got these little beds, and I do love sinking beds in like this. I think it looks really good. It makes a normal bed just look slightly different. And the best thing about this is they don't show from the bottom, because where the build steps out, it's all in line. So overall, yeah, really like this. And then there's the chandelier, so happy with how this has gone. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode as much as I have. We've done some good exploring, and now explored all of the areas. The only thing we haven't found is a mesa, so I may have to go a bit further than the 5,000 blocks, or check the diagonals as well in the various different directions. And also really pleased with how this diagonal house has come out. And also, if you did like the diagonal house, you'd like to see some more diagonal builds, I didn't go for the 45-degree one, but I may do one of those as well in this kind of an area. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Of course, if you have enjoyed this video, then please do leave me a like. Let me know in the comments as well, and above all, make sure that you do subscribe, because as the stats always keep telling me, that the majority of the people who watch these videos aren't subscribed. So if you do, hit that subscribe button and check out some of the other videos on the channel. Let me know if you'd like to see tutorials for any of these builds. I am working through them. And with all of that said, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on ADcraft. Bye.